Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun diary, diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Nayibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Súnrakì, Maiyegun ti dé. Jẹ̀lú ẹ súnrakì, Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ súnrakì, Maiyegun ti dé. Probably they didn't want us to do the broadcast tonight. So for some reason, the system began freezing and freezing until I was unable to get it going. So I'm going to be brief on this tonight. Then we will continue the rest tomorrow. You have seen that obviously the Buhari's government gives no damn about anybody or what you think whatsoever. The Buharidins and the Buhari Didirins also, they don't care what what happens, how many people dies, as long as Buhari continues to be their president. No problem, keep him. Today, I know, even though if there is no shame in many of you who are very much one Nigeria champion. Some of you who are claiming to be one Nigeria, right? You are doing so out of political correctness, right? Some of you are expecting that maybe something will happen, some set of people will need to come in, and then you'll be able to then change the country. The same thing they told you in 2015. Today, Buhari released 601 terrorists. They call them repentant terrorists. People who killed people. People who turned Nigerians to refugees in their own country. Before now, They have been secretly releasing them. We don't know their names. We don't know their identity. We have no details about them, but Buhari knows them. Many of them have been reported to have returned back to go and join Shekau. They have returned back to go and join Shekau to continue to attack Nigeria. Many of them turned to bandits instead of going to be Boko Haram. And only Buhari's government knows them by name and their faces. Nigerians don't know them. But for the first time, they were bold enough to upload their photos to show us that, yes, it's true. We release terrorists because they have repented. 601 terrorists released today. But just the way they told you in 2015 that the problem is not the country. The problem is bad leadership. You needed to kick out PDP. Goodluck Jonathan was clueless. So let us change him to someone who is tough, a retired general. He is going to crush Boko Haram. He is going to crush terrorism. He is going to unite the country. Nigeria was going to be great again. There were those who were actually bragging that Oyinbos will begin to queue for Nigeria visa. Unfortunately, instead of Oyinbo to queue for your visa for good thing, they are actually, your citizens are actually crossing the border. Many of them are dying in the Mediterranean. And that is the truth you don't like telling yourselves. But it all started from the lie they told you in 2015. The man who led the lie, Buhari, when he went to London to go and meet their old normal colonial masters and all that, in London, he told the whole world what he was going to do to Boko Haram. And this is what he said as a reminder.
I, as a retired general and a former head of state, have always known about our soldiers. They are capable, they are well-trained, patriotic, brave, and always ready to do their duty in the service of our country. But in the matter of this insurgency, our soldiers have neither received the necessary support nor the required incentives to tackle this problem. The government has also failed in any effort towards a multidimensional response to this problem, leading to a situation in which we have now become dependent on our neighbors to come to our rescue. Let me assure you that if I am elected president, the world will have no cause to worry about Nigeria as it has so recently. That Nigeria will return to its stabilizing role in West Africa. We will pay sufficient attention to the welfare of our soldiers in and out of service. We will give them adequate and modern arms and ammunition to work with. We will improve intelligence gathering and border patrols to choke Boko Haram's financial and equipment channels. We will be tough on terrorism and tough on its root causes by initiating a comprehensive economic development plan, promoting infrastructural development, job creation, agriculture and industry in the affected areas. We will always act on time and not allow problems to irresponsibly fester. And I, Muhammad Buhari, will always lead from the front.
So that is what Buhari said in 2015. I think it was about, it was around January or February 2015, before the election got postponed. I, Muhammadu Buhari, would always lead from the front. We will not, we will not wait for problem to fester before we respond. Where is Buhari now? Where is that your leader that will lead you from the front? They are killing soldiers. He said they were going to choke the finance, the source of Boko Haram if he was elected president. That means they will stop those who are funding them, which they made you believe was a PDP and they needed to go. You all agree that they needed to go. And they go, or they gone, or went. That was the lie they told you. So many of them are going to tell you the same lie in 2023. There is a Messiah. Oh, he's going to make sure that this and that. And so many of you, with your political correctness, you are going to continue to say that everywhere. Yes, I trust him. He's a leader with acumen. He's a leader of leaders. He's a blah, 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 blah. You will bring another thief. The same way they sold you the lie. But something happened. Immediately, Buhari was elected and APC took over government in Nigeria. Buhari traveled to America. For the first time as the new president. And they were asking him a question that before the election, Nigeria was so divided that you would think Nigerians will start war after the election. So you, the new president, what are you going to do to unite the country and bring inclusive government so that every part of the country, everyone will feel among, they will feel belong, they will feel like Nigeria is their country, not as the losers that must be punished. What are you going to do, Mr. Buhari? Do you know what he said? Maybe you don't remember. I will remind you. Listen to this. No, this rather.
Last two questions, and briefly, Dr. Pauline Baker.
Mr. President, welcome. And I've been a student of Nigeria for many years. And first of all, I want to tell you that I have never seen such a hopeful attitude toward Nigeria and the United States as since your election. So I think we all here want you to succeed. My question relates to another area of Nigeria that hasn't gotten much attention during this trip, and that is the Niger Delta. It's a challenge that you're going to face. I wonder if you would tell us how you intend to approach it with particular reference to the amnesty, bunkering, and inclusive development. Thank you.
Inclusive government. Inclusive government. You know, how you include, women, youth.
I see. Yes. I hope you have a copy of the election results. Naturally, constituencies, for example, that year gave me 97%. Cannot, in all honesty, be treated on some issues with constituencies that gave me 5%. I think these are political reality. While certainly there will be justice for everybody, everybody will get his constitutional right. But while the party in constituencies where they either share hard work, they made sure that they got their people to vote and to ensure their vote count. They must feel that the government has appreciated the effort they put in putting the government in place.